What's up, guys? It's Keith Kalfas, the landscapingemployeetrap.com, how to ditch your job and start your own company. Now listen carefully. In this video I want to talk about these huge, grand illusions, these misconceptions, these things that frustrate me. It frustrated me and pissed me off, and I'll just get right into it because this is so important. When you're getting your business off the ground, it is an emotional roller coaster. It can be a living nightmare and a complete hell. I had all these questions in the beginning, and I would reach out to people who already had their business off the ground, and listen to what I'm saying. When somebody is already established in their career, or they've already got their business off the ground, it's so easy for them to say, just like it is for me now, oh yeah, I just did A, B, and C, and I created D. And I'm being cocky right now on purpose to emphasize that people say, you just do this, this, and this. Yeah, it was easy for me. Ha 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 ha. Screw you. It was not easy. And what I mean, the emotional hell that you go through when you don't know what to charge, when you're face to face with the customer and your stomach's turning inside. You know why? Because I felt like a faker. There was times where I felt like a loser. I felt like a faker who, I didn't really own my own company because I wasn't licensed and insured, because I couldn't afford it, and you're not going to be licensed and insured right off the bat. If you can't afford it, you got to crawl before you walk. Okay, remember that. You got to crawl before you walk. So I know I'm jumping around a bit. I'm just real fired up about this topic. I just got off the phone with my cousin. She's trying to get her cleaning business off the ground, and she calls me and asks me for advice and coaching. And she's doing a big house cleaning for an attorney, and she found out that there was a lot more cleaning to be done than she originally quoted. Does she have all the documented paperwork and quotes and all that stuff yet? No, she's just going by her word. And I have a feeling that the attorney knew that there was a lot more to be done. But when she came in with her low price as a newbie, he took advantage of it. Now she's afraid to go up and tell him, I need to charge more. Basically, she's kind of screwed, and she's going to have to do this job for peanuts or walk off. And those are the learning lessons. But she's emotionally turning inside and just really going through a hell of a nightmare right now. And I could totally relate to that. And that's how you're going to be in the beginning of your business. When you're looking your customer eye to eye and you know you messed up and you need to charge them more, you open your mouth and you tell them a higher price after you ever told them. I mean, they're going to be pissed. Even if you do the job perfect, they're not going to call you back 9 times out of 10. It's the worst thing you ever want to do. Now, if you say, well, you need established documentation that says these are our prices. When I was told that, I was like, I don't know how to do that. I didn't know how to make all this established documentation and have portfolios, and people stood there all day when I asked for advice, and they told me what I needed to do or I should be doing or how but if it doesn't click with you, because you're already learning non-stop things constantly, you can't learn any faster. So I want to say, cut yourself some slack, give yourself a break. You're going to fall on your face many times. You might even go home with tears in your eyes. You might want to quit. There's times I wanted to quit. And it's that dip. I just finished a book by Seth Godin called The Dip. And it's why most small businesses fail. The longer and harder that dip, the more hell it is, the greater the reward on the other side. For instance, here's an example of the dip. When I first got into window cleaning, my window cleaning business, I walked around the customer's house on the outside and I counted up all the windows. I'm like, yeah, 180 to do the whole house inside and out, track, sill, screens, the works. Oops. When we got into the house with me and my employees, I opened up those windows and there was spider webs, cocoons, bugs, balls of spider cocoons and dirt and muck caked inside of the windows with mold. And I was like, oh my God, how am I going to go to the customer now and tell them it's going to be double the price? And I was shitting my pants. What did we do? I had to do the whole job for the customer for peanuts, get it done. I was having a panic attack. I kept walking outside with my face red, and I knew the customer knew that there was something wrong, but they didn't care because they were, they didn't care because they were getting, a cheap hell of a deal. And so, I mean, not only did I not make a penny on that job, I lost almost $100, and I had to go home that day and look at my family feeling like a loser. And then when you tell somebody that you messed up, you tell somebody, they don't say, "Oh man, it must have been hard, man." It's all part of the process. They're gonna say, "Well, how come you didn't charge more? How come you didn't?" They're gonna come up like, I would say, you got to cut yourself some slack, and you got to go through that process. I don't believe there's much of any other way, unless you're getting really strict, personable coaching with a successful person who's going to coach you, which I'm trying to do right now the best that I can. But I mean, you're going to go through that dip, you're going to go through hell, and it's okay, because it's going to get to a point where you reach what's called, it's called unconscious competence. It just clicks, and that day it clicks, your money is going to go up, everything is going to go up. When I walk into a client's house now, I don't care. I'll spend 15-20 minutes. I'm opening up every window in the house if we're doing window cleaning. If it's landscaping, I'm turning over every stone. I don't care how long it takes. If I don't have enough time to do that quote, I'm not doing that quote, because if there's something on that job that I'm going to miss, then that's going to cost me. That's all there is to it. And I believe in my heart that I'm a professional, and this is what I charge. If you want a professional result, then hire a professional. Now, I used to, here's another big mistake, I'd see something on the job that I didn't understand, or it'd be a potential pitfall, and I would consciously be ignorant and ignore that because I didn't know how to deal with it, and I was already stressed out. Well, I'll figure that out when I get that. I'll cross that bridge when I get to that bridge, you know. And I would say, oh, I'll figure out a way to get around that so I can still charge them this price and make them happy. No, screw that. If you see a potential pitfall or something in the job when you're quoting it that you don't understand, you better figure that out quick. And if you can't figure it out, I mean, tell the customer you need 24 hours or the price is subject to change. Get on the phone and start dialing people you know that are professionals and explain it. Find a way to get that piece of, that piece of the pie figured out, because you're just going to screw yourself and you're going to go home flat broke. And I've done it many times. Like I said, in the beginning I was working 90 hours a week and we were getting eviction notices. 90 hours a week and getting eviction notices? And I'd break down in front of my wife and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what to charge. And you don't tell that to your wife. But I really didn't know what I was doing. Now I absolutely know what I'm doing. So you're going to go through hell. You're going to go through all that stuff. I can't reiterate it more. And do the best you can to educate yourself. Cut out any crap in your life that's not moving your business forward, because for a plane to get off the ground or for a rocket to hit, beyond the stratosphere, like at NASA, I mean, it's burning up 80% of its fuel just to get off the runway, and it's going to take everything you have to get this thing off the ground. So you can totally do it. I hope you got some a little bit of a golden nugget out of that. I know I jumped around a bit, but it's a really, really strong topic for me. So, alright, cool. I'm Keith Kalfas. Hope you got some value. Bye.